Good morning, good noon, and good afternoon to all my orchid lovers. Wherever you are in the world, I wish you and your orchids good health. Today, we're going to practice a little trick for when you just bought an orchid from the market. If you love orchids and want more easy, organic care tips, don't forget to like this video, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to support the channel. Let's get started. I bought this orchid from the market for about $2. At first glance, it looks quite healthy. The leaves are green, vibrant, and firm, which is usually a good sign. It seems like it's been taken care of fairly well. However, the flowers seem to be fading and wilting, and the leaves look a bit scratched and damaged. That's quite common with orchids sold at markets. They're often handled a lot during transport and display, which can cause some stress to the plant. But don't worry, with a little care and the right techniques, we can help it recover and thrive again. Let's go ahead and cut the flower spike. Since the flowers are already wilting, keeping the spike will only drain the plant's energy. By cutting it off, we allow the orchid to focus its strength on more important things, like developing healthy roots, producing new leaves, and adapting to its new environment. This step is especially helpful when you just brought an orchid home from the market, as it gives the plant the best chance to recover and grow strong again. This flower spike doesn't have any visible nodes, so we won't be able to propagate it into a new plant. In some cases, if the spike has healthy, well-defined nodes, we could try to grow a keiki, a baby orchid, from it. Next, we're going to carefully remove the orchid from its plastic pot to get a clear view of the root system and check for any signs of disease or rot. The roots show signs of being waterlogged and rotting, with several sections turning black and soft, which is a clear indication of root rot. These damaged roots are no longer able to support the plant and could even spread disease if left untreated. However, despite this damage, there are still quite a few roots that look fresh, green, and healthy. I will carefully remove all the old moss medium surrounding the roots and replace it with fresh, clean moss. Repotting the orchid does more than just give it a new home. It provides an opportunity to thoroughly inspect the root system and treat any issues that could hinder growth. Moss is known for its excellent ability to retain moisture, which orchids love, but over time, it can break down, become compacted, and lose its ability to provide proper airflow. This creates a damp environment that encourages harmful bacteria and fungi to thrive, which can damage the roots. By removing the old moss, I improve air circulation around the roots and can closely examine every part of the root system for any signs of trouble. If I find any roots that are soft, rotten, shriveled, or damaged in any way, I will trim them off immediately to prevent the rot from spreading further. This step is critical for ensuring the orchid's quick recovery after repotting. With the fresh moss, the roots are no longer trapped in soggy, compacted material. Next, I'll carefully trim the roots to give them a neat and healthy appearance. Once the old growing medium is removed, the true condition of the roots becomes visible. Not all roots are in good shape. Some are mushy and soft due to rot, while others are shriveled and dried out. If these damaged roots are left untreated, they can prevent the plant from producing new, healthy roots and slow down its recovery. By trimming away the dead or damaged roots, I help the orchid redirect its energy and nutrients towards stimulating fresh root growth. Removing old, worn-out roots also lightens the plant's load, freeing it from supporting unhealthy roots that no longer serve a purpose. This encourages the development of stronger, more vigorous roots that will absorb water and nutrients more efficiently, which is vital for a fast recovery after repotting. It's important to note that I won't cut off the flower stem at this stage, as it may still have some use later on. However, I will remove any yellow, wilted, or rotten leaves to improve the overall health and appearance of the plant. Next, I'll rinse the plant thoroughly under running water. After trimming away all the damaged roots, it's important to wash the entire plant to remove any remaining dirt, old moss particles, or debris that might still cling to the roots and base. This cleaning process helps to ensure that the roots are free from any leftover material that could cause problems once the plant is placed into the fresh growing medium. I have created subtitles in multiple languages. Please select your preferred language. Comment below and let me know which country you are watching from. It's amazing that we can connect from all around the world. If you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe to support me and never miss any orchid care tips. Let's use a soft cloth to gently dry the plant. After rinsing, carefully pat the roots and leaves with the cloth to remove excess water without causing any damage. This helps prevent lingering moisture that could promote fungal growth or rot. Use 1 piece of ginger. Slice the ginger into small pieces. Carefully slice the ginger into small, thin pieces. This helps release its flavor and makes it easier to blend or infuse into your recipe. Cutting the ginger into smaller pieces also allows for more even cooking or extraction of its beneficial properties. Make sure the slices are uniform so they cook evenly or mix well with the other ingredients. Ginger is really good for orchids because it has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties. This means it can help prevent infections on the roots and leaves caused by harmful bacteria or fungi. It also contains compounds that encourage the roots to grow stronger and healthier, which is super important for the plant's overall growth. Put it into the jar. Cut the aloe vera into small pieces. Cut the aloe vera into small pieces and combine it with the sliced ginger. Mixing these 2 natural ingredients creates a powerful blend that can help protect your orchid from infections and stimulate healthy root growth. Pour 500 milliliters of water. Stir the solution. Soak it for 30 minutes. Use 500 milliliters of water. Use 3 tablets of vitamin B1. Vitamin B1 helps stimulate root growth and reduces transplant shock, giving your orchid a better chance to recover quickly and thrive in its new environment. Stir the solution. Let's let the solution rest for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, we'll take out the ginger and aloe vera solution and stir it well. Strain the solution through a fine sieve to remove any remaining solids. This will give you a clear liquid that's easier to apply and helps prevent clogging or buildup when you use it on your orchid. Filtering ensures that only the beneficial nutrients and extracts are left behind, making the treatment more effective and gentle for the plant. Step 1. We'll start by gently wiping the leaves with the ginger and aloe vera solution. Using this natural mixture to clean the leaves right after bringing your orchid home helps the plant absorb important vitamins and minerals more effectively. These nutrients play a key role in strengthening the plant's overall health. Vitamins support photosynthesis and promote vibrant green leaves, while minerals help improve cell structure and boost the plant's ability to take up water and nutrients. This early boost is especially important for newly purchased orchids that might be stressed from transport or changes in environment. By applying the solution directly to the leaves, we help the plant recover faster, making the foliage greener, stronger, and more resistant to diseases. It's a gentle yet powerful way to give your orchid a healthy start in its new home. If you could only pick one tip to save a struggling orchid, what would it be? Let's share our best secrets together. After letting the mixture sit for about 30 minutes, we'll carefully pour out the liquid. Then, we'll stir it thoroughly to make sure all the nutrients and beneficial compounds are evenly mixed throughout the solution. Once it's well blended, we'll strain the liquid through a fine sieve or cloth to remove any leftover solid pieces, like ginger fibers or aloe vera bits. This process ensures we have a smooth, clean solution that's easy to apply to the orchid without clogging or causing any damage. Place the plant into the solution to soak. Soaking the orchid in this mixture is especially helpful when the plant has open wounds or cuts, as the vitamins and minerals from the ginger, aloe vera, and vitamin B1 work together to promote faster healing and reduce the risk of infection. The antibacterial properties of ginger help prevent harmful bacteria and fungi from entering the wounds, while aloe vera soothes and moisturizes the damaged tissues. Soak it for 30 minutes. After 30 minutes, once the plant has absorbed enough nutrients, we'll take it out and let the excess water drain off. Next, we'll move on to applying cinnamon powder to the plant's wounds. Cinnamon isn't just a common spice for cooking. It's actually a powerful natural antiseptic and antifungal agent. This means it can help protect your orchid from harmful bacteria, fungi, and other pathogens that might try to enter through any cuts, broken stems, or damaged roots. When an orchid has open wounds, those spots become vulnerable and can easily get infected, which could slow down recovery or even cause further damage to the plant. By dusting cinnamon powder gently onto these injured areas, we create a dry, protective layer that helps absorb excess moisture. Moist environments are perfect breeding grounds for fungi and bacteria, so keeping wounds dry is crucial in preventing rot or infections. Cinnamon's natural properties make it an excellent choice because it not only helps dry out these wet spots, but also actively fights off many of the microorganisms that could cause trouble. Applying cinnamon also promotes faster healing. It encourages the plant to close off these wounds more quickly, reducing the time the orchid is exposed to potential threats. This is especially important if you've just trimmed damaged roots or cut off unhealthy parts. The plant needs a safe environment to recover and grow new, healthy tissue. In addition to its protective benefits, cinnamon is very gentle on plants compared to harsh chemical treatments. This makes it perfect for sensitive orchids, helping maintain their natural balance while still providing effective protection. Once the wounds on the orchid have fully dried and healed, it's time for the next important step: planting the orchid in a fresh medium. For this, I like to use pine bark as the main growing medium. Pine bark is fantastic because it provides excellent aeration and drainage, which orchids absolutely need to thrive. The chunky texture of pine bark allows air to circulate around the roots, preventing them from becoming waterlogged and reducing the risk of root rot. It also mimics the orchid's natural environment, as many orchids grow on tree bark in the wild. Now, planting with pine bark isn't just about sticking the roots in and calling it a day. You want to make sure the roots are well supported, but still have plenty of space to breathe. Carefully spread out the roots over the pine bark, gently packing the bark around them so they feel secure but not squashed. It's all about balance, giving the plant stability while maintaining good airflow. And I have to say, after 7 years of caring for orchids, I've worked with so many unique and rare species. Yet, every time I repot or plant a new orchid, it still feels special and rewarding. There's something magical about seeing a healthy root system settle into the fresh bark, ready to grow strong and vibrant. We'll use a metal or iron stake to support and stabilize the plant. This helps keep the orchid upright and prevents it from tipping over, especially as it grows bigger or when it's top-heavy with flowers. Using a stake also protects the delicate roots and stem from damage caused by accidental bumps or strong winds. By securing the plant properly, we give it the best chance to grow straight and strong, which is important for its overall health and beautiful appearance. After settling the roots into the pine bark, the next step is to add a layer of moss on top. This layer helps retain moisture without making the medium too wet. The moss acts like a gentle cushion, keeping humidity levels just right for the orchid's roots. It's also great for slowly releasing moisture, so the roots don't dry out too quickly between waterings. This combination of pine bark and moss really creates the perfect home for your orchid, giving it both the air it needs and the moisture it craves. It's a balance that's key to keeping your orchid healthy, happy, and thriving. Honestly, after years of working with orchids, I can tell you that using this method has made a huge difference in how well my plants grow and recover. It's one of those tried and true tricks that I always recommend to fellow orchid lovers. Yes. If there's any leftover solution, don't throw it away. It's actually super useful for the rest of your garden. You can use it as part of your regular orchid care routine. For example, in step 1, we'll use that extra solution to wipe the leaves of other plants, especially orchids.
Đừng tí si in the early morning isi the bế si tâm, because si ra si ven the si tông mà từ đến the tani potion the lip để ngưu bần ân dây đi tỏ absorb nutrient. Unbelieve me, tí si li tần si te make anh yuk đi fallen.
When you wipe the leaves with this ginger, aloe vera, and vitamin B1 blend, you're doing more than just cleaning them. The aloe vera adds moisture and contains natural enzymes that soothe the plant tissues and keep them hydrated. Ginger has natural antibacterial and antifungal properties, so when you wipe it on the leaves, it helps keep diseases away. And vitamin B1, this is amazing. It actually stimulates root development and helps the plant recover from stress. All of this combined really brings a deep green shine to the leaves and strengthens the plant from the inside out. And when you wipe the top side of the leaf, you're removing dust, but more importantly, you're also getting rid of pests like red mites and mealybugs that tend to sit on the surface. It makes the leaf surface clean so the orchid can photosynthesize more efficiently. Basically, it breathes better and makes more energy. You might not notice it immediately, but over time, your plant will be visibly healthier and greener. Now, the underside of the leaf, that's super important too. A lot of people forget this part, but that's where many pests like to hide, like spider mites or red mites. Wiping the underside not only gets rid of those pests, but also allows the nutrients in the solution to be absorbed through the stomata there. Now for the second method. This one's perfect for those of you who are a bit busy or don't have time to wipe each leaf by hand. We're going to use a spray bottle to mist the plant with our nutrient-rich solution. Just pour the leftover ginger, aloe vera, and vitamin B1 mix into a clean spray bottle, and then gently mist the whole plant, leaves, stem, and even the top of the growing medium. This method is super convenient. It turns the nutrient solution into a fine mist, so the plant can absorb it more easily through both the leaves and aerial roots. It's basically a foliar fertilizer, a kind of liquid nutrient mist that works fast. Because everything is already broken down into a simple form, the plant doesn't have to work hard to absorb it. It just drinks it in. And the best part is, this promotes not only leaf health, but also helps the roots develop faster and encourage stronger flower spikes. Yep, this method can help your orchid bloom better and longer. And now we're on to Cache 3, the third method, which is simply using the solution to water your orchids directly. This is one of the easiest ways to help your plant absorb nutrients naturally. You just pour the leftover ginger, aloe vera, and vitamin B1 mix into a watering can or small cup, and water the base of the plant like you normally would. I'd say you can use this watering method around 2 times a month, just like with the misting. It's gentle enough not to overwhelm the plant, but powerful enough to show clear improvement over time. And the best part? It feels so good to know that we're not using any harsh chemicals, just natural, homemade goodness that supports the orchid from the roots up. After about 4 weeks, you'll start to notice a big difference. The leaves become vibrant green, firmer to the touch, and much stronger overall. They're no longer soft or dull. Instead, they stand upright with that healthy, glossy shine we all love to see in orchids. This is a clear sign that the plant has absorbed the nutrients well and is now thriving in its new environment. And now look closely. You can actually see new roots starting to grow, even right from the leaf axils where the leaf meets the stem. These fresh roots are a beautiful bright green at the tips, thick and firm, which means they're super healthy and actively growing. It's such a great sign. When roots start branching like this, it shows the orchid is really happy with its environment. It's not just surviving, it's thriving. The plant feels secure enough to push out new roots to search for water and nutrients. And that tells us everything we need to know. The care routine, the natural vitamins and minerals from the ginger, aloe, and B1, they're all working beautifully. And if you turn the plant around, yes, even at the back, you'll notice more roots starting to emerge there too. Sometimes they hide underneath the leaves or grow along the back of the stem where we don't immediately see them. But when they show up, it's a really good sign. These rear roots often grow towards the moist bark or moss, and they're just as important as the ones we see in front. What I love about this is that it shows the whole plant is responding well, not just one side. When roots start to grow all around, front, back, sides, it means the orchid is truly balanced and comfortable in its environment. It's taking in nutrients evenly, feeling secure, and focusing its energy on growing strong. I still get excited every time I see these little green tips poking out. It means we're on the right track, and the orchid is building up strength for bigger blooms and even more lush leaves in the future. Alright, and that brings us to the end of today's video. Thank you so much for spending your time with me in my little orchid journey. If you found this helpful or just love seeing plants thrive, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that little bell so you won't miss the next orchid tip I share. And let me know in the comments, what's your favorite way to care for a new orchid? Or maybe share a little orchid win of your own.